In this video, we're going to talk about if college is still worth it in 2018, a few pros and cons, and also my anecdotal evidence and experience of going to college. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Whiteboard Finance. My name is Marko, and I'm here to help you master your money and build your wealth. If you're interested in the stock market, entrepreneurship, real estate, or personal finance, this is definitely the channel to subscribe to. I'm going to get right into it. We're going to give 5 pros and 5 cons of going to college, and then I'm going to give my own experience about college and how it's helped or not helped me throughout my career. Let's get right into it. So pro number 1 is that college graduates make more money versus con number 1 that student loan debt is crippling for college graduates. So let's give some factual information here. The average college graduate makes $570,000 more than the average high school graduate over the course of their lifetime. Now for the con, as of May 2018, about 44 million Americans owed over 1.5 trillion with a T dollars in student debt. 45% of people with student loan debt said that college was not worth it. So pro number 2 is that more and more jobs are requiring college degrees versus con number 2 that student loan debt often interferes with life milestones and forces students to live with their parents later in their lives. And it also delays marriage, financial independence, and other adult milestones. While I kind of agree with both of these, here are some facts for each. Only 34% of American jobs require a high school diploma or less in 2017, compared to 72% in the 1970s. For the con, we have 20% of millennials are homeowners, and most millennials say that their student debt has delayed home ownership by 7 years on average. What are your thoughts, guys? Leave a comment down below. Pro number 3, college graduates have more and better employment opportunities versus con number 3. Many college graduates are employed in jobs that do not require college degrees. So facts for the pro is that 85.2% of college freshmen in 2015 said that they attended college to be able to get a better job. In January of 2017, the unemployment rate for college graduates aged 25 and over with a bachelor's degree was 2.5% compared to 3.8% for those with some college or associate's degrees, and 5.3% for high school graduates and 7.7% for high school dropouts. The facts for con number 3 is that according to the Department of Labor as of 2008, 17 million college graduates were in positions that did not require a college education. 1 in 3 college graduates had a job that required a high school diploma or less in 2012. So I think that's pretty interesting, you guys. What are your thoughts? Pro number 4 is that college graduates are likely to have health insurance and retirement plans. Con number 4 is that many recent college graduates are underemployed. So the fact to back up pro number 4 is that 70% of college graduates had access to employer-provided health insurance compared to 50% of high school graduates. Con number 4 facts state that in 2011, 50% of college graduates under 25 had no job or a part-time job, which is pretty crazy. The unemployment rate for recent college grads was 8.8% in February 2013, and that's actually down from 10.4% in 2010 when I graduated. And finally, pro number 5 states that young adults learn interpersonal skills in college, while con number 5 states that many people succeed without college degrees. So these are way too ambiguous to state any facts, so I'm not going to do that. At this point, I'm just going to take over and give my anecdotal experience of being a college graduate. So I graduated in December of 2010 with a finance degree and a minor in entrepreneurship, and I've had a successful career in commercial real estate and also in commercial banking. However, I will say this, I did graduate in December of 2010 when there was still blood in the streets during the recession and unemployment rate was above 10%, as I just mentioned. I will say from my anecdotal experience, I ended up selling cars after I graduated college. I'm bilingual and finished with a finance degree, and I did something that you can do without a high school degree just to get a job. So a lot of this has to do on whether you go into a field that's very specific or specified, such as nursing, being a doctor, an engineer, etc., something that's very specialized, versus graduating with a finance degree, which is still specific, but just graduating at the wrong time. So I think that if you're someone that has a plan and knows exactly what you want to do, college isn't for you. You don't have to go to college. If you practice entrepreneurship or go into the trades or want to do blue collar work, I think that you can do very well and be very respected, at least from someone like me. I will respect blue collar workers because it's very hard work and it's also a trade that not everyone can do. So ultimately, in my experience, I think networking in college is great. I think having fun with friends in college, being on your own, being an adult, not being around mommy and daddy, those are all positives in going to college and actually learning about yourself and discovering about who you are. But also, not going to college doesn't mean that you don't know how to network or discover yourself. I think a lot of it just has to do with the maturity process of becoming an adult anyway. So just to wrap up this video, I think these 5 pros and these 5 cons are both very valid. At the end of the day, I think if you're a go-getter and a hustler and know exactly what you want, you don't need to go to college. If you're someone that wants to be a respected part of your community and you're someone that wants to build a career over time and think that a degree will get you into that door, then you should go to college. However, with college becoming more and more expensive and this being a finance channel, that's something that you really have to weigh the ROI, meaning the return on your investment. If you're going into a specialized field, as I mentioned, the ROI is there because you know you're going to get a job as a pharmacist, a doctor, an engineer, a nurse, whatever. If you graduate with a generic business degree, there may not be those opportunities and you may never see that ROI. So you have to weigh the pros and the cons, and I hope this video did a good job of helping. Thank you so much. If you got value out of this video, please like and subscribe. It really helps me. And if you're interested in the stock market, take a look at my weekly stock letter below. Thank you so much. Have a prosperous day. All right, let me take you through the emotional stages of college here real quick. You get the acceptance letter, you're like, woo, I'm going to college, I'm going to college, first in my family, I'm going to college, woo, woo, woo. All right, and then you get the bill that says, okay, this semester costs $16,000 with room and board and food, and you're like, damn, 16 grand? I could invest in a rental property for that. I can put down a down payment or something, It's okay, I'm going to college, I'm getting my degree. And then you get into your sophomore year, like, ooh, man, I'm like 20,000 in debt, but I'm getting my degree. And then you can't get a good job, can't get an internship. You start going, what the hell did I go to college for, man? What is this? Get me out of here, man. Get me to the community college. And then you start seeing your uncle who doesn't know how to spell his own name. And he goes, man, I just started my plumbing business. I'm making 120 grand a year. I'm doing very well, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, man, I went to college. This guy's making twice as much as me. And I got debt out the wazoo. What is going on? But I got my degree. I'm a respectable citizen. And then you just end up middle class. And then you watch videos like this on how to invest and how to get your bankroll up, baby. And we're going to invest. And then we're going to Delaware. And then we're going to, yeah.
You know something? Not only are we going to New Hampshire, Tom Harkin, we're going to South Carolina and Oklahoma and Arizona and North Dakota and New Mexico. And we're going to California and Texas and New York. And we're going to South Dakota and Oregon and Washington and Michigan. And then we're going to Washington, D.C. to take back the White House. Yeah!
Please click the big red button to subscribe. It really helps me when you do that. And click the bell for notifications so you never miss a video.